Hello, everybody. I'm Marty.
And I'm Kamron, and welcome to Live After God's Heart. So this last week, we had a really special opportunity to go and see the red carpet premiere of a new Christian film called The Shift. The premiere was in Maya Cinemas, just down in Fresno. It was hosted by our friend Rob with Jaron Ministries. We've known him for a long time. He asked us to just go down, take some video, get some interviews actually with one of the lead actors, the lead actor who was there, Christopher Palaha, if I'm saying his name right, Christopher Palaha.
Yep, that's right.
He plays the main role, Kevin, in the movie, which we're going to show the trailer to just in a second. We got a good interview with one of the soldiers.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep.
A lot of interesting dialogue there.
The writer and producer is Brock Heasley, and he's from the Central Valley. He actually lives in Clovis. And is he in Clovis?
I don't know if he lives in Clovis now, but he was born and raised in Clovis.
Yeah. And so we got to meet him and him and his family, a beautiful family, a great storyline. But we did do some videos, had some fun with some clips.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about The Shift, let's do a trailer.
Yep.
All right.
Play.
Here we go.
Hello, everybody. We're here at the Shift premiere, red carpet premiere, and we are here with. Yeah, nice to meet you. How you doing? All right, great. Yeah. So, how was it? Was it traveling between dimensions? Yeah. How does it when you're shifting? Does it hurt anything? Does it feel weird? How's that experience? Great. Yep. Let's see. How was it making the film? Yeah. I hear they filmed on location, so they actually, traveled dimensions. Is that right? Thanks for the interview. We're going to go watch the movie now.
Where's my wife? I shifted her. What do you want with me? This is not my world. I've never been to this lake before. Never walked its shores. But I will find my way back. And I will find my way back to my Molly. 5 years ago, I was left in this dark place. Taken from my wife. The people here have no hope.
You still looking for that wife of yours? You're clinging to scraps of rumors.
And then he arrived. Where's my wife? I shifted her.
For every choice you make, there are countless other realities where you make a different choice.
You're talking about parallel Earths.
Imagine having the power to move people from one reality to the next, to shift them.
What do you want with me?
I can make you a king. Imagine everything you have ever wanted. Work for me and get back with the woman that you love.
Okay, we go on a date and maybe we kiss.
Hopefully.
He's not going to shift you back to your wife. It's a trick.
If I choose you, that's the last choice I'm ever gonna make.
I will never leave you alone.
I've seen a bunch of people like us out there looking for a little hope.
There is nothing that I won't do to you. You can't just shoot the devil.
There is so much evil and inhumanity in this world, but there is also beauty and hope, and I will find my way back to her.
All right, so when I saw that trailer, I wasn't sure what the movie was about, but we were able to watch it between the interviewing and stuff and the red carpet and meeting these producers, the actors, and there were several actors that were there that played small roles in it. But who would think that this movie, since Friday, December 1st, up until, maybe today or yesterday, has grossed over $5 million.
Yep.
$5 million. And I believe they mentioned that this movie was being shown over 10,000.
Yeah,
something like that.
10,000 theaters in the
10,000
U.S.
theaters in the U.S. And
I think it's just the U.S. and Canada now.
Yeah.
And they're over the next few months they're going to be showing it worldwide.
Yeah. So 5 million. So that's actually pretty good.
Pretty much 1 week.
Yeah,
Less than a week.
Less than a week, and it's a movie that's coming from Angel Studios.
Yeah.
So it's not the big Hollywood, brands that make movies, and
they crowd raise the funds for it. Pretty much you could just donate to it, to the movie.
Yeah. And on social media I do see clips like the trailers on YouTube and Instagram, and so they did a really good job promoting it.
And that's the thing, once you go see it, invite as many people as you can, because it really is a great movie. Pretty much the more people that see it, the more movies like that they can make.
Yeah.
The more lives you get turned to God, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I actually I pointed out to one of our pastors today, speaking to him on the phone, and we're going to put together a little group. And Angel Studios, when you reach out to them and you say, hey, I have 10 people, 20 people, a small group that want to go see the movie, they'll give you a discount on tickets. I loved the movie because of the story Job. Your mom loves the story of Job. Just how being tested. And in the beginning of the movie, maybe 15 minutes into the movie, there's a part where Satan, aka the benefactor, actually meets up with the main character Kevin, and he points out in there that there's thousands of Kevins in 1,000 different worlds, and so I thought that was interesting. It was one of my questions on how Brock was going to make a movie about Job and in today's world, sci-fi world. Yeah. And so when I saw that and I heard that clip, I thought, oh, it's a great start. I was like, oh my gosh, this is, just how the storyline is going. I kind of got excited. I'm like, okay, so Brock took stories, took the storyline and put it into the movie. It's just so incredible. I mean, and then me being a father, right? Job is about a man who has a family, and God tells Satan to prove Satan how faithful servants are, how faithful people are to him. So God tells Satan, do what you want with Job, you just can't kill him. Yep. Do whatever you want. And so now Satan goes and he starts tearing Job's life apart. There he loses land, money, his family. He loses his family, his children, everything about him, and he starts getting sick. He starts getting ill, and then at the end he loses his wife, but because he proved his faith and worthiness, and he was worthy to the Lord. Basically, at the end of the story of Job, God blesses him with everything again, and like even more. Okay, so after he heals from his sickness that Satan put upon him, he heals from that. He gets remarried, and he has children again, and then he starts over. Yeah. So that storyline is in this movie, and it's just incredible. So me being a father connected with the movie, and I was like, wow. And that's why your mother loves the story Job, because of that storyline. How a man can lose everything and not once did he blame God. Yeah. He never blamed God. He just said, hey, this is the way life is. Yeah. But there's still God, and great movie. Got to watch it. Did you feel any connection with it?
Yeah, really. In the first scene you described, the restaurant scene, where the benefactor offers up pretty much whatever Kevin wants, whatever, all his earthly desires, everything he could want, or all the other thousands of Kevins, said yes to the benefactor, they didn't have God in their life, and if they did, they didn't have the Spirit in them that this Kevin did. So our Kevin, the main Kevin, he says no to the benefactor. The benefactor gets super angry, because he's denying him. Yep. Nobody else denied him. He's the first to deny him. So Kevin starts praying, and he just puts his trust in the Lord in that moment. And to me, I see everywhere in the world, it's so easy to turn away from God, to go into earthly desires, not even thinking about it, not even as big as a confrontational scene as in the restaurant.
Yep.
It's just easy, everyday, minor things where we're slowly turning away from God if we don't pay attention. And just how hard it is, pretty much. Just how hard it is, really. How everybody else, the thousands of Kevins, said yes, but we have to be the one that says no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One thing that made that movie so great was Christopher. Mm-hmm. Christopher he's such a great actor. Yeah. He's been in several movies. Mm-hmm. One movie that came out, it's like a Hallmark Christmas Story or something like that. Uh-huh. I haven't seen it because I don't have Hallmark, but I'm sure he was great because at the red carpet, a lot of people were saying, I saw your movie. Mm-hmm. Your movie was so great. But Christopher's such a great actor. Down to earth. Yeah. Great attitude. I love the guy. Yeah. Just talking with him, just learning about him sharing about his family, sharing about his history as an actor. Yeah. It was exciting learning about him. But we have a video on that, right?
Yeah. We got to interview him one-on-one, which we're going to show right now. But then there was also, after the movie premieres itself, the actors, the director, and Christopher, along with a few other producers, came out and had a little Q&A, and we got some video of that, right?
Yeah. Let's play the video of you interviewing Christopher on the red carpet.
Yep.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. A little bit of a height difference, but...
It's all right.
Yeah.
You want to encroach? You can.
No, it's
good?
Yeah,
all right.
Uh-huh. All right. Hey everybody, I'm Kamron, and I am here with...
Christopher Polaha.
Polaha. Is that Hawaiian, or...?
You know what? It sounds Hawaiian, and it's got all the alphabet of all letters of the Polynesian alphabet in it, but it's Czech.
Czech. Yeah, that's unique.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Uh-huh. So, we are here at the Shift premiere by Angel Studios, red carpet premiere.
Boom.
Yeah. So, we just saw the movie. I just saw the movie. You were such a good actor in it. It was really amazing seeing it. I first saw the trailer. I was wondering a little bit how it was all going to play into it because it's a story of Job.
Right.
At first, I was confused how it was going to play into that, but it
worked for you?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
How was it? You play Kevin in the movie. He's torn from his family. It's the story of Job. He is lost, and he still continues to call on to God, to trust in God.
Yeah.
Have there been any moments like that in your life where it's easy to feel hopeless, but that you still continue to?
Absolutely. One of the things we hear in pop culture is the patience of Job. And we hear that, and we're like, where does that saying come from, the patience of Job? And what you learn is that there was a man in the Bible who was tested. And the Bible opens up the story by saying that God was there and the devil was there, and they met on a path. And they looked at Job, and he was really righteous, and he was really thankful and grateful to God. And Satan said, well, the only reason he's like that is because you bless him so much. He's like, let me mess with him, and I'll see. He'll watch how fast he turns away from you. And God's like, anything you want to him, just don't take his life. You got to leave him alive. So Satan takes his wife, his children, his sheep, his cattle, all his servants, his livelihood. His house falls down. He gets sores on his body. And Job continues to praise God. He continues to have hope. He continues to have faith. And I remember when I was a little boy and I read that story, it reminded me of the fact that life isn't fair, and people get sick, and people get addicted to things, and people get caught up in stuff that is not quite death, but you almost kind of wish it were, and families break apart, situations become untenable. And we live in a world right now, you turn on the news cycle, I'm sure it's scary. How old are you?
I'm 16.
You're 16 years old. I mean, I'm sure you turn on the news and you're like, dude, I would rather not. But then you go to social media, and it's a trap of a different kind. And all of a sudden you're looking at stuff and you're like feeling things you shouldn't be feeling and wondering, or looking at things and being like, why don't I have that, or whatever that is. And so there's all these traps, right? And our job, especially if you're a Christian and you believe in the Christian narrative and you believe that Jesus is the Lord and Savior and that God is the creator of the universe, of everything that's seen and unseen, then our job is to just continue to believe that and know that God makes all things for good and that he's got a plan for our lives, and that even though it might seem impossible or painful or like you have been forgotten or if you're being tested, God's got a plan for your life. And that's what the shift is about. And ultimately, it's this idea of working through those trials and tribulations, having endurance and perseverance, using faith and hope. So it's a powerful movie with a powerful message, and I hope that everybody gets a chance to see it.
Yep. So, you're very tall. Sean Astin, how tall is he?
He's like your height. Bro.
He's my height, yeah. How was filming that? Because in the scenes I saw with you and him, you looked about, not this big of a difference.
Yeah.
How was...
Well, if I'm acting and I'm like, hey, so all of a sudden now we're in the same frame, right? So that brings it down. And then in the one scene where we're literally sitting on the floor, so we're like, side by side, we're doing that thing. Mm-hmm. But I think in the one scene where I walk in, you can tell the height difference pretty good. Where I say, hey, meet me at lunch, and we're kind of walking through that one area, and you see our silhouettes. Mm-hmm. Looks like that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Appreciate your time.
All right, well, guys. Well, that was a great interview. I had a lot of fun talking to Christopher, and we actually talked to the dad too. The dad of the server. What was her name?
Her name was Tina.
Tina, that's right. We talked to the dad of Tina.
Short film was 8 years ago this month, and it was on $500 budget, and I was cast the night before we shot. They said, "Do you want to play a cafe owner?" I say, "Sure." And so we had a great experience. We shot for 12 hours that night, and really proud of the short film. And then it kind of snowballed, as you may know, into the feature. We had the crowdfunding. We have a fan club. The Shift fan club on Facebook is very active, over 1,000 members. And I'm really glad to be a part of this movie.
So you play Tina's father?
I play Tina's father. So no lines, but a lot of anguish. That's my go-to look, anguish and worry.
You did a great job, really.
Well, thank you very much.
I thought you had lines, no?
No, I didn't. I just had to communicate anguish, and then, of course, I'm not going to give away the ending, but I had to show some emotion there.
You just did such a good job. Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. On the stage, well, I had a heavy overcoat on and sweaters under that, so especially for a first-time feature actor, I was a little nervous under the lights, and we had to run up on that stage 5 or 6 different takes to do that and crowd around, but it was well worth it.
How was it the first time seeing yourself on the wide?
Yeah, I mean, you're proud of the film. I mean, it is a terrific film. I would hate to be associated with a bad film, so I was very fortunate to be in this one. I think it's going to be a blockbuster, and it's one of those films you have to see more than once. There's a lot of detail that you may not pick up the first time. And it's a thinking person's science fiction. So this kind of movie that when you're done watching it, you're going to go out and have a snack or whatever, and you're going to be talking about it. You're going to be talking about it the next day. And what about this? What happened there? And oh yes, that explains a lot of things. So it's not so simple like a Spider-Man or Marvel movie. It's pretty straightforward. All that CGI. The acting, the actors in this were really impressive to me, the lead actors. And I think it had the right mix of intrigue and suspense and science fiction. I think it's going to appeal to, and romance. It's going to be a good date movie.
There were a lot of themes in it that, like you said, you have to go back, you have to watch it again to really...
Absolutely. Let me just also say, I have a lot of friends who are a little wary about a faith-based film. Like, what is that? Are they going to preach to me all night? And I think they'll be pleasantly surprised that it talks about universal morals that we all, no matter what faith you come from, you can identify with good versus evil, selfishness versus selflessness. These are common themes that run throughout. And it's not preachy. You don't have to to worry about that if you're turned off by that. So it's grounded in faith, but it's not your typical faith-based or Christian film. So it's very exciting.
All right, well, thank you for this interview.
Thank you much, Kamron.
Yep. It was just great meeting all of them. Super, super friendly, great, God-loving crew down at Angel Studios. And really, guys, just share this video, this YouTube video itself, and the movie. If you go see it, recommend it to everybody you know, because it really...
So, you're right. We have to share this video and get people to watch this movie. Yep. The message in this movie is so motivational for our everyday lives, for the ones that don't know who God is, for the ones that try to walk with the Lord, try to have a personal relationship with the Lord. This movie covers it all on every aspect of it. Yeah, exactly. And so share this movie
and comment on this video so that more people see it. Share it any way you can.
And just stay tuned and keep a lookout for other videos that we're going to be doing from the red carpet. So thank you guys for watching. And like we always say, our Heavenly Father loves you. We love you. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you.